Piggy March and Veneer Chimera head the post-cross-country leaderboard at Burghley Horse Trials, with the evergreen mare franking her place among the Burghley greats.
Oh, she's a good girl, isn't she? She's an amazing little horse, and she's got so much tiger. I'm so glad it's over. And that she's all in one piece. I just wanted her to come back and enjoy it like she always has done. I can't remember how many bad moments we had. I don't think I swore too many times. I think my heart was in my mouth a couple of moments, but I just never get the feeling that she wasn't going and trying really hard. So I'm the queen of 1 second over, but that's fine, I think. I think after 11 minutes 20, how do I always manage to just find one that's over? But she finished so full of running and, flying. So, what a good girl. We're all very proud. She owes us all nothing.
And these wonderful veteran mares are coming back, and she loves it, and she is the queen of Burghley, I think.
Yeah, I know. She does. She's been a real Burghley horse in her time, because it does take guts. She's got that in abundance, and she's had some fabulous rounds here, and yeah, we're just all very proud of her.
And what does it mean to you as well to have her coming out, 17, giving you that feel again across country?
Yeah, it's there's a lot of. I find there's more pressure on me for her now, because she owes us nothing. So I don't really want to push her past any point. I would love to finish her at the top of the sport and her enjoying it. So I just, I don't want to do anything wrong by her. So I probably got to the stage that I probably over-pressurised myself. It's important to me that she just is well and happy. And the day that she's not, I put my hand up and come home, because she owes us nothing.
Former winner Tim Price has another star in his hands with Vitali, who added just a handful of time to their dressage mark of 21.3 to retain their provisional second place.
He was super. A lovely, pleasant surprise of how well he coped with everything, and he stayed clean, coped with the big jumps, big distances, the intensity, just beautifully, and then fought his way home for me. I'm very, very happy with him.
And it's quite a different 5-star to Lamoulan. I mean, for you as a rider, how exciting is it when a horse like that can, has that versatility, really?
Yeah, it's totally different. That was his first also, but very flat, very hot. This felt like just more on the zone, smooth, just all the things that I enjoy doing on a horse around big courses was more on display here today. We wouldn't be here without Lamoulan. That was a stepping stone towards something like a Burghley. But yeah, now that we're here and we've coped really well, I'm very excited to have a horse of his potential and quality at this level.
The story of the day has been the celebration of two vintage 5-star mares, Veneer Chimera, evergreen at 17, and 19-year-old Classic Moe, who is in provisional third after cross-country. Jonelle, clear cross-country inside the time without a stopwatch.
Yeah, it wasn't the plan. I was just saying, we come here, make sure we tick all the boxes in terms of preparation, but you never quite know when that battery's going to run out, do you? And I mean, it could have done it, in France last week or something, but no, it waited for Burghley for me. So just one of the challenges to add to this track, but how lucky am I to sit on a mare like this?
Showed you didn't need it. And tell me about, what it means to you to be riding around Burghley on that super special mare.
Oh, look, if anything, I just feel a huge amount of pressure actually now, because, I think the longer they go, she's so well known for her cross-country prowess, for her speed. So if I do anything other than go fast or clear, it's bad and it's all on my shoulders. But, I'm just delighted we were able to pull it off again today. And, what a horse. She really is a queen when it comes to cross-country.
And it is lovely to see her and Veneer Chimera, two of these wonderful, veteran mares at the top of the leaderboard. What do you think makes them so good?
Oh, they're just, they're tough, they're determined. I'm sure Pigs won't mind me saying, they're probably not the most talented, but they've got big hearts, and they live for the running and jumping, and they're just so determined to stay between those flags and empty the tank. Yeah.
A host of British first-timers have made their mark at Burghley, headed by Tom Jackson in provisional fourth.
He's a lovely horse to work with, because he always wants to do the right thing. He's very trainable and makes my life a lot easier.
You had a cracking round around Badminton in the spring as well. It must be a very exciting to have a horse like him in your straying.
It is, yeah. We've been working hard for quite a while, and it's really nice to have a horse like him to hopefully, be starting to knock on the door of teams and things like that in the future, hopefully.
And I also caught up with first-timers Bubby Upton and Alice Casburn.
I don't think it gets a lot better than that. The feeling, it's phenomenal, and he deserved that so much. He's a class act, and he showed it.
Bubby, you must be so proud. I think we can see it there. And you look like he finished so well as well. We saw you giving him lots of kisses on the nose and things. Can you put into words just how much he means to you?
Yeah, he means the absolute world to me. We've done kind of everything together. He was my young rider horse. He got me my first 3-star win. He won the 7-year-old championship. So he's been a horse that keeps on exceeding expectations as he steps up the level. And I never thought I'd be here on him, but what a horse.
What 12 months you've had. A year ago you hadn't done a 5-star. Clear round Poe, Badminton and Burghley as well now.
I know he is pretty phenomenal, to be honest. You know, I went into my first 5-star thinking this is, you know, he's always had the talent and he's always had the scope and the ability. But he never sort of had to try around the other tracks, and I think these are the sort of tracks where you need a horse that's got, you know, real heart and they want to dig deep for you, and you know, I think he's proved that he's willing to do whatever it takes, and you know, I can't be more grateful for the partnership I have with him. So yeah, a pretty incredible 9 months.
And so special as well, second generation homebred, that must make it even more special.
Yeah, it is, and especially for my mum as well. You know, she's had him growing up over the years, and he hasn't been very pleasant, to be honest. He's really grown into himself, and you know, she gets really teary sort of watching him and stuff like that. And for anyone that knows my mum, she's not an emotional person, but you know, it is really nice. And to have a horse, like I said earlier, you know, I know all of his quirks, and you know, when he goes away, I know everything that might happen. But no, it does make it that much more special to have a horse, you know, that I've gone through the ranks with together, and you know, I saw him being born, so no, it's really sweet. Yeah.
Does it make you emotional as well?
Yeah, I am a crier, to be honest. I did have a little tear coming to the finish, and I go home and I kind of sit there and I don't really think it's me. I get really emotional when I watch back the videos and I look at the results. I went to it's a bit, my granny always wanted sort of me and my horse to compete here. I wasn't even riding spin at that point, and she took me to Burghley every year and said, oh, one day. And I went to the scoreboards with Mum last night when it was sort of getting dark, and I was like, saw my name and I was like, wow, this is really real now. So yeah, no, it really does mean a lot.
And world champion Ros Canter looks to have another exciting horse on her hands with the lovely mare Penco's Crown Jewel.
What was really exciting is how much she's changed from Bicton this time last year, where she was definitely gunning it last year but not always calculating everything very well, and we dropped back to Bramham and did the 4-star there and have built back up to this, and she feels like she's come such a long way in 12 months.
And I remember you saying yesterday you were a little bit anxious about the crowds and things and how she'd cope with those because she's not a fan of people. Was she able to put those out of her mind today?
Yes, she really did. She was definitely aware of them at the start. I mean, unfortunately, we were held in the start box and 2 horses finished whilst we were held, so there was quite a lot of applause going on before she'd even started, and that she did set off definitely running away instead of running because I asked her to, and she did feel like she threw herself over fence 3, so at that point I thought just back off, trying to keep on the minute markers and just look after her. Again, she was definitely aware coming down to the Discovery Valley the first time, but then she really settled into it.
She's so lovely. I love watching her because she's so classy to watch, but she's so quick through the air.
Yeah, and again, that sometimes needs looking after because she can go a bit too quick on takeoff sometimes. But yeah, I mean, she's an absolute bullet, and she's definitely one for making the time on a course like this without a shadow of a doubt. It's just always looking after her confidence and her balance.